We're talking about all things metal. I am so sorry, guys. I am on later than usual. I am just like I had a lot of fun. I was gonna get on there right at 11:30, but things happened. One, alarm didn't go off. Two, yeah, I had some issues with my phone setup type deal. Long story, but anyway, I am here finally, and I apologize for the lateness. Usually, I don't like to be late for anything. Right now, we are going to talk about the black metal, but I always want to let you guys also know that there is a few new things that are coming out. Even if you hear this right now, it probably might be too late, but there is a link that Slipknot put out about a new 25th anniversary LPs and some other things and things you can listen to for their 25th anniversary, so you know. Megadeth has also got a last album coming out eventually here, and also last tour. So if you've never gotten to see them, you might want to go do that now because you won't be able to see them after this time. So make sure you put those on your calendar. Keep an eye out for that. I'll try to, if I see anything, I will let you guys know when I find out. If I don't see, hopefully I'll see it before too long, and I'll be able to let you guys know, so you guys in the know. Right now we're going to be talking about black metal, because I know somebody that's very awesome out there that introduced me to a lot of cool bands, metal bands that I didn't know existed, which is cool. Fairly new to me, but they've been around for a long time. And also some stuff with black metal because they like black metal or evil metal. I'm hoping that'll be on here, but because they're getting around for work right now, apparently, so which kind of sucks. But without further ado, we are going to talk about some of the 20 metal songs, and we're getting awfully close to 400 subscribers, and I've been debating about what to do for that, and I'm still not sure what to do. I might just have to do maybe 40 songs instead of 20 songs for 400 because it's close to that, but it's not quite. 50 songs is a lot. So if I did 500, so I'm gonna just drop off the zero, but it's still kind of symbolic of that. What it's about gonna be about, I don't know yet because I'm not sure. I've been boggling my mind on that. Anyway, number 20 is "Hymn of the Ancient Misfor Misphoric Spirit of the Forest" from Asgard. Description of this track is a product of Friend's solo project released in 1995. A compilation of Vagrant, is a classic Viking metal, which is raw production, epidemic atmosphere, emphasis on pagan and Norwegic themes. It is a key piece in the subgenres development. I'm gonna put this over here so I can focus on you guys a little bit. Hello, how's it going, Steve? How's it going, everybody else? And then there goes my keyboard. Fox Dog, how are you doing? God, I'm so sorry. I'm so late. I set an alarm for like an hour. Like an hour before I was supposed to be on, so I could get ready. And yeah, it didn't quite work out that way because apparently that wasn't enough. I don't know what's going on with that. It must be, I don't know. Anyway, uh, number 19 is the Grand Declaration of War from Mayhem. If you've never heard of Mayhem, they were one of the coolest dark black metal bands out there, like Venom. They are both really awesome bands for that. I've heard some of their stuff and a couple other bands that are out there. Description: title track of 2000 album. This song is an outstanding industrial black metal incorporating programmed drums, electronic sounds, and sampled elements, pushing the boundaries of the black metal band's sound structure into a more experimental, jarring territory, which is kind of different. I'm not much. I have never listened to that much black metal. I've listened to some songs lately, but not as much as I probably should because it's kind of more evil. But that's okay. Evil is good, and we're getting closer to Halloween, so why not, right? We're getting there. I mean, everybody's doing their whole Halloween thing real early, even though it's not super, elaborate Halloween. But anyway, this one I don't think I'm gonna be able to pronounce. Is number 18. It's La Harva descent van de la. I don't even know. And this one I probably I don't know. I'll just tell you that it's close to that, but it's not probably that's definitely not it. From 2016, was album The Hiver. Oh God, this is the same name. This track exemplifies Blackened's doom metal. Is a combination of dense, atmospheric sound of black metal with a slow, crushing tempos and heavy riffs, solo doom, creating a sound that is both suffocating and majestic. It's kind of crazy. Oh God. Wow, we got 24 people on here. Maybe black metal's the thing to have on here, right? I know, right? That's another band that somebody introduced me to, Mr. Dillon himself, which he said he was going to try to be on here, but I got up late, and yeah, he's trying to get around for work. So, um, anyway, moving on, we're going to talk about 17's Van Helsing. Is Ulver, Ulver, I guess is how you say it. The title track is from 1996 albums. I have no idea how to pronounce it. This song is a perfect example of avant-garde black metal as purest acoustic and ambient piece, demonstrating the genre's potential for artistic experimentation beyond the traditional heavy metal instrumentation. Blah blah. Okay. This one I can't say too well online because there's certain words I can't say, but we'll just say it's black effin uh C. How about that? Certain body parts of the female anatomy. I'm sure you guys can figure that one out. Satricon. Sorry. Oh God. Anyway, this is one's another hard one. Description from 2020, to 2002, which is not really as old as I thought. Most Black albums were, but apparently it is not that old. I mean, it's still old, but not as old as some metal bands, black metal bands out there. Volcano is the album. This song is a example of black and roll, and it incorporates rock and roll themes with grooves into structure, moving away from traditional black metal sounds while maintaining a sinister and heavy atmosphere, which is kind of crazy. Hello, Mikey Mike. What? I was, huh? Hey, my brother, how's it going? I guess in Brazil. Oh, cool, Brazilians. I like that. We just watched this. That's where I was at before I got in here. We were watching Brazilian NFL football that was played in Brazil. So that's cool. Follow me your work, my brothers, and I dream of smoking weed with me, huh? Are you one of the guys from the band? What you call it? The real Insulter. That's what it was. I knew there was a band that I yeah, blah blah blah. I don't know. Anyway, let's see here. We got Black Magic from Slayer, which I didn't think they were black metal, but baby, Black Magic, featuring 1983 debut album Show No Mercy. This song is a key precursor to black and thrash metal, as its aggressive, chaotic style, occult themes, and raw energy laid in the groundwork for the fusion of black metal's darker element with thrash metal speed, which is awesome. I'm not sure if I heard that one or not. And this, I think Slayer, I thought was like Slayer, the other band. So I don't know if this is the same Slayer I'm thinking of, or this is a black metal band called Slayer. I don't know. There might be two bands named Slayer. Who knows? Number 13 is Satanic Black Dealers. And this one I have no idea how to pronounce. Belphegor. Beltegar, maybe. Description release of 2005. The album is The Goat of Sodom. This song is a great example of black and death metal combined with guttural vocals, brutal riffs, of death metal and anti-Christian lyrics. Ooh, there you go. Themes and frantic tremolo picking of black metal. I think whatever. I'm not sure if I just said that right, let alone this. I'm a little out of it. What can I say? Oh, I thought that was a different one. Never mind, Mickey Mike. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, number 12 is March of the War of Marduk. Marduk. From the album 1999, Panzer Division Marduk. This song is a perfect representation of war metal, which I've never heard before, but I guess that's what it's supposedly about. War metal. It's a relentless assault of high speed blasting beats, which makes sense. Furious terminal picking and designed to invoke chaos, brutality, of warfare. Which actually I know somebody that would actually enjoy that. I think, knowing my friend, definitely like that. Number 11 is Call of the Winter Moon from Immortal. Appearing in their 1992 debut, Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism. This track is a pure raw black metal classic that defines by its frantic high speed pace. There you go. Raw production, icy, simple riffs that capture the essence of the early Norwegian black metal, cold and misanthropic spirit, I think is how you say that. Who knows? It's one of those things like, whatever, right? Anyway, number 10 is Last Voyage. I got three people. Summoning from 1999 from Stronghold. The track is a classic epic ambient black metal with a focus on synthesized soundscapes, programmed drums, and a slow grandiose pace. The song creates a cinematic feel, telling stories of fantasy worlds, but inspired by J.R. Tolkien, if you know who that is. If you don't know, check out Lord of the Rings. So it's kind of one of those things that apparently they were inspired by that. I'm assuming. Who knows? Before I go any further with the list, I just want to let you guys know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for making this possible. Without you guys, like I said, we're all part of the metal family, or the voice of metal, so to speak. Because I think without people being a part of that it wouldn't happen. And having the support that you guys have shown with the subscribing, liking, and everything, I do appreciate that very much. We're almost to 500, so if we can make it tonight or tomorrow, that'd be awesome. That'd be so wonderful. Whether or not what I do, I have no idea. It'll probably be 40 songs, maybe in 2 nights, maybe Friday and Saturday next week, probably, I would assume. We're getting awfully freaking close, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see here. The Last Voyage is from Summoning. Description. Did I ever say that one? I don't know. From the 1999 album Stronghold. This track is a classic epic ambient black metal with a synthesized soundscape, programmed drums, programmed drums. Oh, that's interesting, and a slow, grandiose pace. Oh, that's right. I already said this one. Um, Anyway, I have no idea about number 9. I'm not even gonna bother pronouncing it. It's probably too hard. It's Hommedleau, Delu, maybe. All cultist, ALCEST, released in 2010. And I'm sure my friend will be able to tell me this because I have no idea. This one was a hard one to do. Anyway, this song is a foundational track in post black metal. It blends atmospheric textures of black metal with shoegazing influences, focusing on emotional melodies and a dreamy atmosphere over raw aggregation. I should have picked some other topic, probably. Who knows? Sunbather is the name of this song. Hello. Oh, never mind. I thought it was somebody else. Deaf Heaven. is the name of the group, I guess, which is kind of interesting for a band. The title track for their 2013 Sunbather, in this song that arguably brought Blackgaze, Blackgaze. I'm not sure if I said that. Brought Blackgaze to a wider audience. I guess that's what it's called. A characteristic by by the blank of furious black metal screens and blasting beats, with a beautiful shimmering post-rock guitar melodies and a bright ethereal atmosphere. I apologize. I am so out of it. It's not even funny. Anyway, number 7 is to bid a farewell, and this is Agallooch, which I'm not sure how to pronounce that one at all. Founded in 2002 albums The Mantle, this song is a primary example of atmospheric black metal, and it is a long contemplative piece that uses acoustic passages, clean vocals, layered textures to invoke a sense of desolate nature and profound melancholy. Wow, wow, wow. This is like really tough to say. Some of these. A catastrophic of flesh. Bethlehem, I think is how you say it, maybe. Bethlehem. Bethlehem, I think is how you pronounce it. This track is from 1998. It's I have no idea how to say that. Sorry. Wow, this is really tough. This must be from Germany or something like that. Is a key song in development of depressive suicidal black metal, or DSBM. Is known for its slow, mournful riffs and lo-fi production and lyrics to delve into themes of self-harm and despair, which is kind of crazy. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Drudgery from Windar, WINDIR is how you think I say it. Hello, how's it going? Uh, Top 80 metals bands? Hmm. Sepultura. Um, I think Machine Head was around, but I didn't know them as well. Metallica probably. Megadeth, of course, for sure. Pantera. Um, I'm not talking hair bands. I'm talking metal bands. And I don't know a last one. I don't know. Right? Yeah, right. Pantera is really awesome. Really awesome. I love Pantera. Except it's not the same thing. You know, even if you see them live now. I never got to see him live before that, unfortunately, because I was busy doing other things. I was trying to get the heck out of high school. I got married and had a kid. Go figure, right? So it kind of sucks. Let's see here. What do we got? I am the Black Wizard from Emperor. Featuring their classic 1994 album of Night Side Apocalypse. This song is a benchmark of symphonic black metal that blends a raw intensity of a second wave with complex swirling keyboards arrangements and orchestral instruments, creating a majestic and powerful soundscape. That sounds really impressive. I like that. Yeah, I know, right? I know. It sucks. Yeah, both of them. God, here I'm saying Lemmy. Lemmy's from Motorhead. Duh. That tells you how far out I am right now. It's like I'm so tired, but you know what I'm talking about. I don't even have to mention his name because you guys all know. I'm sure you do, right? Paul, yep, definitely. Let's see, we got on the list. Number, you said 90s, right? Yeah, no, 80s. 80s. This is 90s. Number 3 is The Glorious War from the Immortal. Released in 2002. This is the album Sons of Northern Darkness. This track is exemplifies more polished melodic. See, I can't say that ever. Side of black metal. It maintains a genre's veracity with a unrelenting blast of beats, uh, tremolo picking, I think is how you pronounce that, while incorporating more defined, memorable melodies. Wow, that's crazy. Some of these have been really hard tonight with the black metal. Plus, I'm not there. I'm like kind of tired, but not too tired. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, it's not always the easiest thing sometimes, right? Oh, every once in a while I try to squeeze out a few songs from other people just because I think they're really good, and I want people to enjoy some really good new music, regardless, even if it isn't quite all metal. But I stick closely to that because like I told one person, I'm still, even though I talk about metal a lot, I still enjoy other stuff, because they thought I didn't listen to other music. So yeah, I do. I listen to probably more different varieties of music than you do. So yeah, whatever. Anyway, number two is the Shadow of Horns from Darkthorn. This is a landmark 1992 album, A Blaze in the Northern Skies. This song is a defining moment in the second wave of Norwegian black metal. See, this made it a lot easier to say. It's characterized by its raw necro production, simple yet effective riffs, and feeling a primal icy hatred that becomes the blueprint for the genre itself. So I guess if you wanted to get some of the core black metal besides Venom and some other groups out there, check that out. There are some that are even better probably than that. From 1992. Anyway, number one is The Fine Day to Die from Balthury. And I definitely have heard of Balthury. I don't think I've heard much of their music, but yeah, I know that they're definitely black metal. Released in 1988, the album Blood, Fire, Death is an epic track of proto black metal masterpiece. Is a foundational song that bridges the gaps between early thrash, right, and the black metal sound. So it's kind of progression into the black metal scene, which wasn't around probably back then. I don't know. I'm assuming, and with a grand, somber atmosphere with a powerful galloping rhythm that would define the Viking metal subgenre. There you go. Viking metal. See, now this is Viking metal. I don't know. I thought this was a black metal Balthury. Yeah, maybe I don't know. What do you guys think? Was that one a Viking one? Oh, gotcha. Yep, there you go. Well, that's the thing is, it's kind of crazy that some of that has something to do with the Vikings, and I found out from my Aunt Joan. She was talking about how that part of my background is in Vikings, German. Um, I think on my mom's side it was like Indian and some other stuff. So and like 1% something else. But most people probably wouldn't believe it, so I'm not going to mention it. So anyway, but the thing is, it was there on Ancestry, but it's not showing up now, so I don't know. Even the Indian too, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But anyway, yeah, I still haven't got my picture replaced. It fell off a while back ago. I don't know what the deal is. So those command strips, they don't stay very long or something. I don't know. Anyway, I probably just didn't have it up there for very long before I put it up. So anyway, I'm hoping my friend got to see this. I know he said he was wanting to come on, support the channel, and watch what's going on the channel, just to be there live when I'm actually doing it, because it's better live than when you're watching it a couple days later. Um, is there any questions about some of the black metal that we talked about tonight? Even though I don't know how to pronounce half of the names, God, I knew there's gonna be some like Norwegian or some German or something like that, because these are usually somewhat in that area. I'm assuming most of us in that area. I don't know if there's any black metal bands in America, so yeah, we're kind of not quite into all that here in America. Probably it's more, other countries, this, that, and the other. So it's hard to say. So now a question for all you guys out there, and I want you to leave in the description. before we end things and stuff, is what exactly do you think, or what topic should I do for 400 if we get there? Because it's kind of special, and I thought, why not ask you guys? Give me something to run with. I think that would be cool, because that's what it's all about. It's about you guys as much as it is me. It's not just the voice; it's the voices actually. So we should call it the voices of metal, because people. Basically, when I go to interview the person that I'm with, that's going to be the voice of metal for the night. So, which we haven't gotten that far yet because we haven't got enough subscribers to do that. Which 500 or more, probably, maybe 1,000 would be the best, probably. Which is still, it's taken me how long to get to this point, which is awesome that I'm here. I tell people that, so really, you got that many? So yeah, I got that many subscribers, which is great. So when we get an interview going, that'd be even better. I've been doing some research on what to use with Zoom calls in order to do that, because I planned on doing it with Zoom calls because I figured it'd be easier for the people in metal to do that instead of being in a concert hall before a show, which they're going to be producing that night. Unless they really want to do an interview, I would be willing to do that. There was one opportunity I could have had, but they were trying to save their voice. So they were not doing that, which I can understand, right? Let's see here. How did the Blacken come across to die as their new lead singer after late? Oh, okay. So is there? What do you think we should do some songs with Ozzy Osbourne? Maybe. I think that would be cool. Maybe we can do 40 songs, some of the greatest songs from Ozzy Osbourne. How about that? Would that be a good one? Double Fist? What's Double Fist about? Doctor Who, what, when, where? And welcome back, by the way, on some of the people that have returned. Mr. Curly Studio. Sorry about that. I did not see your message. Hello. How's it going, everybody? Yep. I know the person that wanted to watch the channel is not a super huge. He likes Ozzy, but he's not a huge fan. Because it's Ozzy. Ozzy's kind of. I guess he's not really super dark, the evil. Well, he is on some songs, but then later on, he got to be what they call that, a little lighter. I think. Yep. Black Sabbath. Yeah, there you go. It's one of those things. He's iconic. He's well known. He's got some great songs, great hits. Um, I know it's kind of like some people say this, like Metallica sold out because of certain things. I don't know if it's that or if it's something to do with Cliff Burton when he passed away. I think that might be a hello. No, he's not. Who's no, he's not. What, Mr. Dillon? Hey, what's up? This is my bud, Dylan. He's the one that got me into the obituary scene. Greatest band ever, right? For death metal. I was trying to come up with some black metal stuff. What's up? Anyway, welcome the guy to the channel because he's wanting to watch it live. He's here live. So please welcome Dylan O'Brien, right? Anyway, that's awesome. We were just talking about different things with Ozzy. We were trying to come up with a 400 subscriber topic because we're getting awfully close to that right now. Um, Hopefully, we'll get to the 500 fairly quickly. I was kind of surprised with the from 3 to 400 so far, because yeah, that was not as it was a little bit quicker from 3 to 400 than it was from 100 to 300, which is awesome. It still took a little while. See, everybody's welcoming. He's really good. He's a really nice guy. We got to watch football earlier. It was really cool at his house. So, and phenomenal food, especially the best sloppy joes ever, right? As his friend would say. It was really cool. And the game was rather interesting. It was kind of sluggish at first, But yeah, and when they said it was in Brazil, I thought really, and we even had somebody from Brazil on here, which is really cool. That was pretty awesome. I thought, wow, small world after all. And plus, actually having it on later is kind of nice because you get to see some people from other places, like Brazil or Switzerland or whatever, because it's a little earlier for them. I think I don't know exact times for people, so I'm not a I'm not a time zone expert or anything. I should know some of it just in case, especially for European, and that's where a lot of metal is anyway, especially nowadays. Not as much here in the States, unfortunately, but yeah, yeah. Uh, anyway, it was pretty awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, we even watched boxing. It was kind of cool. Very awesome stuff. But anyway, so somebody said Ozzy Osbourne. Might be a good topic to talk about. Maybe some people. I kind of mentioned that earlier when his passing went through the last time. It was about the different. Check out the episode because it's really cool. There's people that were influenced by Ozzy Osbourne. Because I think without the guys that started some of this stuff, things wouldn't progress the way they are. And they kind of took what they knew from him and other bands like him back in the 80s, 70s, whatever, and made it what it is today and kind of improved or expanded upon that music because maybe they want to do something a little bit more different because it's like even Pantera has set a bar in history for metal music itself. I mean, it's a little different, Cowboys from Hell and all that stuff, which I know Far Beyond Driven was the one that I listened to more because it was one of the first ones I think I might found out about, and then later I went back to the Cowboys from Hell album and all this other stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like other old school Metallica stuff like that. Same thing. If it wasn't for Metallica starting off, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be listening to the bands I listen to right now. So I have to pay homage to them, regardless of what people think. I know, Dylan. He's think. I know how he is. He's very particular about his music, and I totally get that. But everybody has their own thing. So and now we got people that hopefully, like I've told somebody else I know, I said you got to get them hooked into the music first, and then you can kind of tweak it into something a little heavier and a little darker and a little more evil, because that way you have all right. Oh, there you go, League of Satan. Oh, there you go, there you go. See Venom's cover. Yep, yep. Because at the very beginning, I talked about Venom. I forgot what song was that. Let's see, make sure I got the right name on there. Oh, let's see here. What was it? Oh, here we go. It's the Grand Declaration of War, which is kind of cool. I like the title of that one. That's pretty awesome. Oh, that's is that Mayhem? No, that's not Venom. That's Mayhem. Sorry, my bad. Um, I thought I had a Venom, but guess not. Maybe it didn't. I see. I didn't get. Should have added that to the list, but that's okay. If you guys get a chance, check out Venom 2. They're really awesome. Because I've heard some of their stuff. Diamond Head. Oh, there you go. Cowboys is the best. Cowboys. Oh, Cowboys. Cowboys from Hell. Yeah. Are you talking about what was it? There's another one that Mike's talked about. One of the people I know. Cowboys. I can't think of the name of the group. It's some Cowboys, Electric Cowboys or something like that. There's even one it's really a weird name for a title for a band. There's quite a few of them that are like that. Diamond Head for sure. Okay, there you go. Diamond Head. There you go. Oh, Demon Head. God, it's so hard to read the screen, so I apologize. It's like I need to get my eyes checked. That's part of it. Plus, also, I'm not going to be on my phone. I want to try to get back on my computer, get that all set up. I've been looking at that and some other things, so hopefully I get that squared away. Um, I need somebody that has some knowledge on certain things, so maybe I can find out. I probably have to go on YouTube to find out, right? Just like you guys all do, right? They wouldn't be bored. I'd fly to call. Bro, I was wearing a Pantera shirt. Oh, there you go. Sounds like somebody else I know. With his shirts. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh huh. Mr. Dillon does that quite a bit. He's got his really cool evil shirts, right? From like Deicide and everything, right? He's wearing. It's really cool. That's funny. I love that with splitters words on it. Yeah, I have one from Mudvayne that has F. Are you effing happy? But it's it's like I can't say that on here, but it's kind of crossed out and it says blank. Yeah, something like that. I forgot what it says on. It's pretty cool. The budgie cover. I'll have to ask you about that later on. I think that's how you say it, budgie cover. See, I'm bad at pronouncing crap anyway. Anyway, Metallica the Prince. Okay. See, there you go. There you go. Somebody likes your shirts. Yeah, he's got some really cool shirts. He's got some ones that, yeah, he knows people. Let's put it that way for getting shirts. Let's put it that way. Yeah, some shirts that you might not be able to get anywhere else. He's got somebody that kind of helps him out with that a little bit. Bread fan. Yeah, bread fan is cool. Bread fan is awesome. Yeah, I don't know everything. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna lay claim to that. I told that to somebody before. I said, it's. He said, "Oh, well, how can you cover it if you don't know?" It's like, well, yeah, but that's the whole point: is to learn, to grow, and to know. And the thing is, if I can get people into metal music that never have listened to it before, I think I've done my job. Because you never know. Somebody might not realize that metal is not quite what they assume. Because everybody thinks all evil and this, that, and the other, and it's not all that. Some of it is, right? Like the black metal. Yeah, Misfits. Some of the stuff's really good, right? Yeah, Glenn. Yeah, it's interesting because they've had so many different. It seems like they have quite a few. Have had quite a few. Well, I don't know if it's me or is it quite a few singers. I don't know all about the Misfits, but I know some of their songs. But you definitely know the differences between this, that, and the other, right? Texas Spanish for the state of Texas. Oh, Taz has. Okay, were the Eagles totally metal? I don't know about that. That's interesting. That'd be kind of interesting to try to play an Eagle song into metal music. Definitely different. Just like Led Zeppelin or Jimi Hendrix or whatever. One of those groups. Or even Rolling Stones. Think about that. Down picking, having some heavy deep toned guitar with bass guitar with some certain songs. It's kind of like sympathy for the devil. Oh my gosh, I got a cat out there fussing at me. Uh, okay, there you go. All right, take care, guys. Take care, Dylan. Next time, I know I overslept. Plus, I think if I would have gotten home sooner, it would have been better. I had to grab something on the way home, but anyway, yeah, where Eagles Dare by the Misses a song. Yep. It's kind of one of those that it's close to that. Yeah, well, there's different genres of metal, so it's each one's a little bit different. Yeah, I know, right? Well, I tried to for yeah, try to do 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 is my try to be time, but I'd like to be on sooner, probably more like 11, but it happens anyway. I had like 24 people on here earlier. Take care, bye. Sorry. Oh. Anyway, God. That's what happens when you only sleep for 4 hours and so you watch football. Well, I had some other things going on too. Yep. And also, we're going to be going to see Tron. I don't know if you guys are going to see that. That would be kind of interesting for a list of songs. Maybe some songs are closely related to the Tron episode. Maybe some just the feelings of the songs themselves. I think that'd be cool because I like movie based lists, so people hear some awesome. It's probably got more rap in the actual movie, but you never know. Actually, you know what? If I can inspire like movies themselves to put more metal in there, that would be cool. I think that'd be awesome. If I say, well, maybe my list inspired them to do that. Who knows? Stir up. So okay. Oh, I got to reply back. I'll put thank you down if I can get it. Anyway, that's cool. Blade Runner movie soundtrack is pretty awesome. There you go. Let me move this out of the way because I got notifications on the screen. Okay, I wasn't planning on being on here this long, but if you guys want to talk a little bit, that's fine. That's cool. Uh, is Kiss metal? I think they're more of a hair band, heavy hard rock hair band maybe. I think so. Because they're okay, like Sleep Token. I know everybody says it's under category for metal, but I don't see that. But then I saw, like I said, I saw it was like last week or something. I mentioned it where I saw a video of the camera at the end of the guitar, right? And he's playing it, and it's going boom, 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 boom. And it's moving with him, right? While he's playing the guitar, and it sounded heavier than what I anticipated because all the songs I've heard have been lighter. But from what somebody told me, that the earlier music is a lot heavier than the newer music, so maybe they've kind of sold out, as people say, um, because it's lighter. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if it's that or something else. I think it's something to do with other things. But Hairspray Kiss. There you go. Aquafina. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too. Oh, I'm gonna do quick reply back. I screwed that one up. I typed that one in, so you can't say it's what you want to call it. Motorhead, of course. Oh, there you go. Do some Venom, Motorhead, and maybe a little Ozzy in there. Have a little mixture, a little lighter, a little black, little um, thrash. Is Motorhead thrash? You think? See, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I know I like their stuff. Ace of Spades. Do you know that actually that is the one song that Lemmy didn't like to play after a while because he played it so much he got tired of playing it. Yeah, I found that out, and that was one of my episodes about songs that band members hated to play because of the fact, probably because of that very reason. It's like they've played it so much they got tired of playing it because it's one of their more popular songs and people want to hear it, but that doesn't necessarily, oh, speed metal, that makes sense. That makes sense. I appreciate that. Probably more than likely. But yeah, can you believe that Ace of Spades was one song that Lemmy actually didn't like to play after a while? Well, he probably liked playing it a bit at the beginning, but after a while, I think it gets a little old. Yeah, it's kind of like doing the same thing in a job. You get bored with it. So that's the same thing. Like Teen Spirit. Oh, really? Yeah, there you go. That doesn't surprise me. That really doesn't surprise me a bit. Um, I don't know. I could have sworn there's other stuff, but anyway. Oh, now I got an image now. He's sending me images. Dylan is. Anyway, it's awesome to have somebody that that's interested because he goes, yeah, I want to see the channel live when you guys are on, when you're on there. I says now I guys got to get up or get on earlier so you can actually watch it. Oh wow. Yeah, I know exactly. Maybe. I doubt that. Yeah, that's funny. I love that. I'll have to tell him that. That's funny. I can't say that word, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, jeez. Who, what, when, where is saying D picks. Anyway, gosh, yeah, I like to see some other stuff. Yeah, the one of the singers in the halftime show at the football game was pretty freaking gorgeous. Actually, she was pretty awesome. I don't know who she was. She's from Brazil apparently, but it's pretty awesome. So, yep. Teja, is that how you say that? If I said it wrong, I apologize. I butcher names big time, especially ones I don't know how to pronounce. So I'll apologize ahead of time because I suck at that. It's like Medlogic, like it's supposed to be metal logic. I think is how you say it, pronounce it. I don't know. Anyway, I'm too freaking tired to care. It's like one of those things. I'm just like out of it. Tehaz, Tehaza, Tehaz, Tehaza, Tehaza, Haas, Tehaz. See, you're just gonna have fun just watching me try to pronounce it, right? Tehez, 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 Tehez. Yep, Tehez. See, Doctor Who, what? See, I like that. Doctor Who, what, when, where, and why. Why? Why? Because we're here. We're all metalheads. Right? So I think Tejas is from Brazil. I think is what he said. Or is that somebody else I'm thinking of earlier? Probably somebody earlier. I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of cool, kind of fun, something different. So anyway, if you guys get a chance, check out Venom. Check out all the Deicide and all that stuff, the black metal bands and stuff out there. Spanish for Texas. What is? Oh, Tejas. Haas like the sheriff off of do. Oh, Boss Hog? Boss? Boss? Haas? 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 Boss? Haas? Haas? Tejas. Tejas. Well, the sheriff was Roscoe Pico Train, and I forgot what his sidekick was called. It's a kind of a goofy guy. I don't know. I don't know. Boss Hog. Boss Hog. Like, yeah. Tejas. Boz. Tebaz. Boss Hog. Teha. Boz. Tebaz. Tebaz. Is that how you pronounce that? Wow. That doesn't look anything like that, at least from what I think, but I'm very bad at pronouncing crap anyway. So, I can see, yeah, even when I think that, I'm not, whatever. Roscoe Peak and Enos. That's what the other guy's name was. Enos with the Dukes of Hazard. Awesome stuff. Oh, Smoking the Bandit Sheriff. What was his name? Oh my God, I don't even know. I thought that was, I don't know. Who knows? Oh, Smokey and the Bandit. I haven't heard that name in a long time too. Kind of like an E. We're going retro. We're going all retro tonight. So if any youngins are out there, we're going all retro on you guys. Watching. If you're watching later on, we're going retro. Going 80s, 90s, like Kit and all this other stuff, A Team and all that stuff, old cartoons. Awesome. Haas. I don't remember what his name was, Haas. God, I'd have to watch Smoking the Bandit again, I guess. Buford T. Justice. Buford. So is Tay Buford or Boz? Boz sounds more like what it would be pronounced. He's trying to help me pronounce it by using other things. That's crazy. Doctor Who's nickname was Haas. Oh, really? Oh, Doctor Who's his nickname was Haas. Interesting. See, now we're getting all into other things on besides metal, but it's kind of cool. But a lot of metal stuff that was the big time, anyways. The 80s and 90s. But it's coming back, guys. It's coming back. I know it. I just know it. You know, because actually, which is in Texas Hillbilly Coalition. When I went there, he was spewing out numbers of people going to metal concerts and stuff. It's amazing. He said the numbers have increased so much over the last couple of years. It's not even funny. Probably since COVID. I really honestly believe that because Calvalera, the brothers are back. Max and Igor Calvalera, they're back, and they haven't been on the scene for like ever. I mean, they've been doing other stuff, but not. I mean, their own stuff together as a band. Mm. Oh, I know, right? But who knows? We might have a new golden era, and then we got the people from the '80s, leading the charge for the younger generation, the people that are starting out their own bands, like Get Decapitated, Slaughter to Prevail, all the other ones. I mean, there's so many. Kill Switch Engage, Cannibal Corpse is like an '80s band, but see, that's the thing is when I was in the one of those metal things where I only heard what I heard on the radio, which kind of sucks because there's so many other boot groups out there that's freaking phenomenal. Morbid Angel, Biohazard, Sepultura, Slayer, of course. And I didn't get to hear much of that one. And Sacred Reich. Sacred Reich is awesome. They're awesome. They're really good. I saw them. Anthrax. There you go. I, I gotta say X to that. Word of evil spirits. Long story, dude. It's okay. You don't worry about it. It's one of those things I don't like to talk about too much. Long story. But I'm sure you'll figure out why if you watch the channel long enough. You'll figure it out. You'll know exactly why. Yeah, yeah. It's one. There's, I got a clue behind me somewhere that might give you a hint. But anyway, yeah, yeah. That's the thing is some of the old stuff maybe, but not the newer stuff. Yeah, because bands have gotten I don't know different. I'm kind of hoping that the last album from Megadeth, when they do that, I'm hoping is going to be phenomenal. I'm hoping, because I think they had a picture of an album cover that I think is what they're doing for it. They've already got a image for it. It's their mascot, of course, Mr. Rattlehead himself with a white background. It kind of reminds me of Raven Black's white album, and actually she's got a black album coming out fairly soon, which I haven't pre-ordered. She's probably hoping that people will pre-order. I already pre-ordered the other one, but it took forever, so I thought I'll wait a while. I got other things I got to spend money on, unfortunately, like concerts I'm going to go to and shirts to buy. I've got way too many shirts already, so I might have to. I need more posters. I got plenty of shirts. I just don't buy the posters that much. So everybody has posters on the wall. I see all these other people doing YouTube channels with metal. They got all these posters in the background and all this other stuff, right? Thoughts on Gore? I've listened to some of their stuff, but I'm not super into them. Not saying I don't like them. I just haven't listened to them. That's the thing. My playlist is kind of like it keeps. See, that's the thing is sometimes when you get a playlist, groups, it YouTube kind of pushes you into that silo and it doesn't expand beyond that too much, which kind of sucks. Every once in a while, I'll add something that'll like it, and that way I can get more of that music in there. Because if not, I won't hear it, unfortunately, which kind of blows. Um, that'd be kind of interesting. I want to see one of their shows. I think that'd be kind of cool because I've heard they're really awesome. Because they got some pretty interesting stuff on their things and their performance on stage is phenomenal. That's what it's all about. It's not just the music; it's the performance, right? It's the production of it. So here I am. I'm gonna try and do 15 minutes. I'm already at 54 minutes. Anyway, okay. So if you guys got any ideas, I think I've got a few ideas, but I don't know. Black metal. We could do more black metal. We can do Ozzy. We can do. Maybe I could do like a maybe a. What would be kind of interesting? Maybe a mixture of like different genres in bands. Like say black, we got like maybe some grunge metal, thrash metal, um, whatever else metal. May do two or three songs from each one, you know? I know, right? Yeah, yeah. See it before they go. Well, if them wearing costumes, do you know who they? Well, first of all, do you even know who they are? Really, I don't know. I forgot they're not really from this planet, right? Anyway, I think that's the whole theme, the going ons about that war. I know I've heard some people talk about that. One of my other coworkers, he's not much of metal, but he likes gore. Yeah. So may are they metal or not? Because I don't think he likes metal too much. Maybe he likes that. I don't know. Who knows? Because anyway, all right. I will say fond farewell, good night, and stuff like this. You know what's that? Mushroom is pretty heavy. Yeah, they can be. I think they're more. I don't know what they are, to be honest. It's not really heavy, but not too heavy. There are some that are heavy. Well, I guess the black death metal and all those guys are usually the heaviest. I think they're more new metal, but they're different. They're definitely different. They got some heavy vocals on the part of it. It's kind of like a Slipknot, but not quite. They're a little different. They're not quite as edgy. I don't know, because some of the older Slipknot covers albums are a certain way. That reminds me. Speaking of Slipknot, if you haven't checked it out, they're on their things on Bands in Town. They send a link to people about buying EPs. They're probably sold out, probably mostly all by now. I know that the big, big sets with the records, the vinyls, are gone for sure. They're sold out. There's a couple sets that were like two, I think there's two CDs and two records, and they had different colors. They had jade, and I got that one, which is like a green, which is really cool, and yellow, tangerine kind of style, a black and red, which I saw someplace that was selling for like a lot more than the other one was. And I thought about buying it, but I wasn't certain. You know, it's one of those things. I don't even have a record player to play them on right now, so I'd have to go buy one. But yeah, start my vinyl collection. I don't know if I want to get into all that. I got enough shirts. You know, I don't need records and shirts because later on I'm going to be going abroad because I want to go see concerts. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to travel, stays places, and go see concerts. That'd be cool, right? What's this say? Solitaire unraveling. I think I might have heard that, but I'm not sure. Jams, check it out if you've heard of it. Okay, I'll check it out. I think I've heard of it. I'm not sure. I know I've heard some of their songs, but I don't know all their songs. You know that reminds me. Speaking of which, I don't know if I want to say this because if you like Mushroom Head, you might get upset. But a friend of mine, which is my cousin's son, actually is from Toledo. He actually worked at Arby's, I think, and then there was a place that was across the street, Arby's or Hardee's or something. I don't know which one. Anyway, there were two fast food restaurants. The drive-throughs were facing each other, and they would talk back and forth, right? And the guys from the other store came from the upon no as a lay dying's band. They actually formed right there at the restaurant in Ohio. Apparently, that's what he said. I don't know, and he still knows some of the guys. I think from that, and he told me when he was in Toledo that he was in a band, and he actually opened for Mushroom Head, and he thought the one guy was kind of arrogant. You know what? Which I've heard John Five is too, but I don't know. I don't know for certain, but I've heard he's a kind of you know what, and that's coming from somebody that her father was kind of like a guy that set up sets and stuff like that, and he knows some people in the industry, and she actually got to see Slipknot backstage and all this other stuff, things like that. So that was really cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's okay. That's what he told me. He told me the guy doesn't know diddly squat. the I think it might have been the guitarist is what he was talking about because he's a guitarist himself. He's just terrible. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it, so I don't know. I can't say one way or the other. I like their music. I like some of their music. It's good. It's not quite the same as some of the other stuff I listen to, like Obituary. Obituary's awesome. Uh, oh, there you go. He is. Oh, gotcha. He wasn't there. So he wasn't the meet and greet. He was being told, you know what, right? I've heard that about some guitarists in general. I know, like prima donna kind of stuff is what they say. I'm not gonna go into who said what. It's just one of those things. You hear and this, that, and the other kind of stuff. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and don't forget to headbang, like, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys. I didn't plan on being on for a whole hour, but it's a lot of fun. It's great. I get a lot of people watching it. Sometimes they're not watching it. Sometimes they end it right at the list and stuff. But I like to chit chat with people a little bit afterwards because that's what it's all about the voice of metal, voices or voice. You are the voice of metal. I'm the voice of metal. Everybody else together, we are the voices of metal, right? Okay, thanks for watching. Take care, guys. And I feel bad I couldn't pronounce that name. Haz no Hebaz Boz. I think is how you say it, right? Hopefully. That's interesting. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching. Take care. You guys stay out of trouble. Enjoy those concerts and don't forget to make sure you get tickets for Megadeth when they show up in town. If I can, like I said, I'll try to make sure you guys know. I might have somebody else keep an eye out for me too because he was wanting to go to that concert. We're going to go together if we can. We'll see. That's a big deal. Last show. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care and have a good night. Bye.